Chat GPT. This has been all over the news. It's kind of one of those topics where I'd be like, I intend to learn more about that. Seems like it's going to be life-changing. I'll put that on the back burner. And finally, I took some time to learn more about it because I was intrigued, as people are saying this can help many of us become more efficient, better at our jobs. Before Chat GPT may take over our jobs, but now would be the time to get on board and get excited about it and benefit from it before it just takes over the world. So as someone who is always looking to be more efficient so that I can make more time to relax and be less stressed, I figured this is something I need to incorporate somehow, whether in my day job or with this YouTube channel. Why knock it before I try it? So I figured in this video, I would share with you what Chat GPT is, how you can incorporate it into your life, and then ask Chat GPT for some beauty advice. Not only will that give you a sense for how this tool works and how easy it is to leverage, but then also learn something along the way, which we all look to do. But Chat GPT, I just think of it as a way for you to ask a question in a Chat GPT application, let's say, and instead of getting a list of research or links like you would say on Google, instead it provides a succinct, clear answer. And there's ways for you to be more prescriptive in what response you're looking for with different tactics, like saying act as, and then putting a role, like act as a professor answering this question, act as a plastic surgeon, act as a dermatologist. You can help guide what response you're going to get for what you're looking for. So who would benefit most from Chat GPT? From the little I know about it, bloggers may benefit from Chat GPT to help them come up with what they could post on their blog. If you're in education and you are teaching complicated concepts and you want a fresh way to simplify something that's otherwise complicated, Chat GPT is another great resource for that. And I figured, certainly there's going to be applications for me to make my day job easier, especially as it relates to working more efficient and asking questions that support that. I figured, wouldn't it be interesting if we asked this AI platform for beauty tips? Weirder things have happened, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. And I started to explore that a bit, and I've got to say, these responses are pretty good. So for those of us that are spending so much time researching things online or trying to understand white papers, Chat GPT can help us understand it better. So I'm going to show you how this works so that you can get a sense for how you can incorporate this in your life if this is intriguing to you. Really, it just comes down to downloading an app that's a Chat GPT type app that allows you to have this dialogue with AI. I downloaded one called Genie. I don't know that one is much better over the other, but it is so cool. It is so cool. It's also really scary, but it is cool. So I won't spend too much time in this video because of course I like it to be short and sweet, but just know this is a great tool to ask questions that you have and get responses in a simplified, succinct manner. So there's going to be a few topics I want to ask about. One of them is around rebounding. I'm getting back into rebounding, which is basically a mini trampoline. There's all sorts of benefits to it. I want to find out what the beauty benefits of rebounding are from ChatGPT. I want to learn how I can keep my breasts perkier. So I'm going to ask that. Maybe I will edit this out. And which vitamins are really proven to be anti-aging? Because I take different vitamins, which of them are all that great? So those are three things I'm going to ask about: rebounding, perkiness, vitamins. Let's get into it, shall we? Let me make sure I'm recording my screen here. And when it comes to entering in your question, one of the tips is to preface your question with, say, act as a, and you could fill in the role of the person that you would want to be providing that answer to you. It just gives ChatGPT context of what kind of answer you're looking for. And then you also can use the explain approach, tell me a joke about an elephant, or make Eminem style a joke about Max Payne. Or you could even translate. Well, I want to learn about rebounding, and I want to learn about this from the perspective of an esthetician, let's say. Yeah, act as an esthetician, providing the beauty benefits of rebounding. It's just going to populate here for us. Rebounding is a type of exercise activity that can have many benefits for your skin and overall beauty. It helps to improve circulation and lymphatic drainage, which can help the skin look more vibrant and healthy. It can also help reduce puffiness and inflammation, improve skin elasticity, reduce the appearance of cellulite, and improve the absorption of typically applied skincare products. Didn't know that one. In addition, rebounding can help strengthen core muscles, help to create a more toned and sculpted looking body. Well done, Chat GPT. Now, I will say in my dabbling of this, there have been times where I've asked a question and the response I don't agree with. Like, of course, I asked, what are the most anti-aging workouts? And it said high intensity interval training. And I'm sure there's research to support that. For me, I'm like high intensity interval training aged the hell out of my knees. So I kind of disagree with that, but for my personal experience. But as I say, I wouldn't claim this as the source of truth per se. So it's just fun. I think a nice follow-up to that question would even be, which white papers support the benefits, or how about detail? Which white papers detail the benefits of rebounding? And then it's just listing off a list of white papers and the benefits of rebounding. What can be done to help maintain and support breast perkiness? I know this is something I'm interested in. Gravity is real. Wear a supportive and well-fitting bra. Practice good posture to help the muscles in the chest area strong. Upper body exercises. Avoid activities that could potentially cause your breast to sag, such as sudden or extreme weight loss, breastfeeding, and intense exercise without proper support. So too much bouncing is not a good thing. So again, you can see, you can just ask a question, and instead of getting a list of resources to then have to dig through, it'll just give you succinct responses. So we went through rebounding, we talked about perkiness, and then the third thing we wanted to talk about, supplements. Which supplements are proven to support anti-aging benefits? Would that be the right way to say it? Hopefully Chat GPT knows what I'm trying to say. And it's just giving a list of these supplements. I'm definitely doing the omega-3 and vitamin C. I did CoQ10 before, but it was ginkgo biloba. So you can see. It's kind of scary because as people look to this and as Chat GPT gets better and better, are people then going to be using this instead of going to experts? It also makes you wonder, is this going to prevent people from thinking on their own? So instead of critically thinking, you just go to Chat GPT, especially as this evolves. It's kind of scary, but already it's been really cool for me to use this as a way to simplify what otherwise could be complicated. I was even using Chat GPT to understand the benefits of rebounding and the process of G-force and how that plays into it, which is kind of complicated. I've also been using Chat GPT to better understand cell autophagy, which is the way that cells cleanse themselves. And as we age, that decreases over time, which can result in us looking older. But with things like intermittent fasting, cell autophagy is enhanced and again tied to anti-aging. So even better understanding these otherwise complicated processes, Chat GPT has been really helpful. So I just thought it'd be really fun to cover this, as I'm going to be using this in my work life and then also just my exploring random stuff like I always will. Life, and I thought it'd be fun to share it with you. All right, that covers it for this week's video. I'd be curious if you will leverage a Chat GPT tool, whether it's Genie or a different one, Of course, I'll make sure to link what I use below. There is no shortage of new things to learn about, and at the very least, it's really fun to learn that this tool can help us all do that. If the flip side is kind of scary, because there's people theorizing that this may take over all of our jobs and maybe over the world, but hey, in the meantime, let's just make the most of it, shall we? With that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.